if your local mayor or your local councillor has said to you, I'll take zimmedari, responsibility. If you come to a meeting once a day, just for an hour, I'll make sure I'll get you a good job. So you would go with full yaqeen that the mayor told me himself. The local councillor told me himself. But don't you know he's part of the Conservatives? Don't you know he's part of Labour? Don't you know he's part of Greenpeace? Don't you know he's part of this thing? Full yaqeen. He's told me, so what guarantee do you want now? This is not just some makhluk of Allah who's in Morden or Wimbledon or South London. We're talking about the Allah who's in control of the whole universe. He's giving us this guarantee. If you just take out a little bit of time for me, I'll fill your heart with content and I will close your door of poverty. Poverty is something that you'll never think you've got enough. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned this in the hadith. He mentioned, لو كان لابن آدم واديا من ذهب أحب أن يكون له واديان. If you ever give the son of Adam a full valley of gold, do you know what he'll turn around and say? I want another one. And he mentioned another hadith, when he has two, he'll do what? لَبْدَغَى ثَالِثًا. He'll have one, and then have another one, and then he'll say, now number 3 is coming. I want a third one now. Nothing will fill the stomach of this son of Adam except for the dust in the qabr and his grave. Khalas. Nothing else will fill his desires. So for you to think, no, once I have one house, inshallah, I'll feel content. Once you get there, then you look other people. Yaar, but sahab ko pang chhe makan. He's got 5-6 houses. What have I got? Okay, now let me get 2. Let me get 2 shops. Let me get 1 business. Let me get 1 in Sri Lanka, 1 here. 1 in Pakistan, 1 here. Or now international business. Oh, I need to get my children married. And marriage can't just be ijab and qabul. It's got to be 4-5 days full of mendiya and all these extra khurafat, and then jaki shadi, and then all the jahaz on top of that. And finally, when we're finally dying, we say, let me go to Hajj and make ruju to Allah now. We neglected the children all that time, and then we're complaining the children on the wrong path. This is what's happening, that's happening. Who was the responsible person for this? Allah said the solution easy, turn to me, I'll give. We didn't turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this matters is everywhere across the globe. Our yaqeen has shifted away from the deen and come on to the things of Allah or Allah's creation. Our yaqeen has shifted away from Allah and it has come on to the makhluk of Allah. Our yaqeen has shifted away from Allah and come on to the ghayr of Allah. And we think that the solution to the Muslim problem is a very difficult one. Wallah is easy. When Allah mentioned deen is easy, what He means is to practice deen is very simple. It's not very complicated. Young children can figure it out. Quran and Hadith are there to serve as a guide for us. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, if you look, if having just accumulating masses of materialistic gains, if this was the sole sign for you to be successful, by the qasam of Allah, He wouldn't be such where He would have to be tying stones to his stomach because of the excess of hunger in his home. The point of mentioning is this: if you look into the life of the Prophet ﷺ, he lived a very, very restricted life in terms of what we would call worldly life. But that didn't make him a failure. That didn't mean he was a failure. We've just got to try and understand that a person's value isn't based on wealth. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to upset the status quo. I'm not trying to discourage sending your children to get an education. I'm not discouraging business as well. I'm not discouraging anything. I'm saying the solution to our problems is to take a little bit of time out also for our deen as well.